Hi, BookTube, it's Amy. I'm here once again with the Journal of Emily Shore, and I think it's fitting that we have reached the autumn of 1833, and we are well into the depths, or at least the beginning of the depths of autumn here in Canada. And so it is enjoyable to read about the season in which we are entering. And we're just going to read the last few entries here to close off 1833 and to close off the fourth chapter here, because after that we will be on to chapter 5 and on to 1834. So here we are, October 25th, Friday, 1833. A man brought to the door a great curiosity, a live stork, which he had caught near Gamlingay Lake in a meadow. This bird is very rare in England. It is all white all over, except some of the wing feathers, which are black. The neck is long, the beak is red, though in this specimen, which was probably a hen, it was a dingy color. The eye is bright and very beautiful. The legs I could not see except one foot, which was webbed. The wings are long and the tail short. I did not measure it, but Bewick says that it is 3 feet 6 inches long and 6 feet broad from tip to tip. It is a most noble looking bird. It is very fierce and thrust its beak through the basket in which it was kept. So that just seems cruel to me, to catch a stork and to keep it in a basket, and obviously our modern perspectives, but it seems all the worse that she's saying this is a rare bird, and it's been plucked from its natural habitat to be put in a basket. November 12th. Trusty was taken into the library a day or two ago. While he was there caressing Lord Desert, he suddenly espied a white plaster cast of the dog of Alcibiades, which was standing over some bookshelves. Immediately, without taking notice of the other casts or anything else, he leapt up, placed his forepaw on the highest row of books, and stood looking earnestly at the figure, which showed, I think, a great deal of intelligence. November 18th, Monday. We had this night a nocturnal visit of no very pleasant kind. It was about 11:30 when I was awoke by a tremendous singing at the front door in a voice of thunder. I sleep over the hall, and the singing seemed directly below me. In a minute or two, the singing ceased, and a violent banging followed on the front door, making it shake and rattle. I was terribly frightened and naturally thought of thieves. I got out of bed, wrapped myself in a quilt, and marched into Mamma's room, which was next to me, and where Charlotte the maid slept. I woke her and persuaded her to go directly to find one of the men servants to discover the cause of this disturbance. She did so, and I remained listening to the blows on the door. In about 5 minutes, Papa came to the hall door and called out, "Is anybody there?" 3 or 4 men answered, "Yes, sir." "Where do you come from?" "We come from Watford, sir." "And pray, is this the proper time to come to a gentleman's house in the middle of the night?" "We are travellers, sir, and we have lost our way, and we can't get a night's lodging anywhere. We want a trifle, sir." A little more passed between them, and soon after Papa came into my room. He opened the window, looked out, and said, "What are you doing there now?" They gave some explanation and petition, and Papa said, "Pray, is it your practice to go about waking up all the gentlemen's houses at night? There is a sick person in the house, and here you are waking it up from one end to the other." They hoped not, and Papa ended by giving them a few pence and telling them to take themselves off the premises, and so the adventure ended. December 31st, Tuesday. The weather is so mild that everything has been coming forward. The mulberry tree has been in bud ever since October. The syringa is even in leaf. And that is the end. So she ends her year by commenting on the mildness of the weather. And as I said, next we will be beginning chapter 5, January to December 1834. And at the end of the passages we've just read, Emily is now 14 years old. And so 1834 will take us through her the rest of her 14th year and into the start of her 15th year. And we are on page 70 of the Journal of Emily Shore. So I'll leave it at that, and I'll be back soon to begin reading chapter 5.